Hey YouTube, this is Terrence Barker, and today we are talking about settling.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Well, we need each other. Male, female, black, white, Asian, Pacific Islander, Native American, you name it, however you want to cut it. We need each other as a whole when it comes down to people. And in today's world, it seems like divide and conquer is the game. That's what it is. Male against female, young against old, color, you name it. We're all against each other. It's like we're all tribal, especially in the United States right now. We need each other more than we ever did before. But we need to stop playing this tribal game. Perception is people's reality. You can't control what people think, but you can control what people think on. And in today's world, the media controls a lot of what people think on, and it's mostly divisive when it comes to our relationships. We don't think we need each other anymore. It's like everybody is on their own island. That's what it's like. Yep, we're made to think that we don't need each other anymore, and it's like we're all on our own island. At least that's what we think. As a matter of fact, anybody who lived through COVID knows that COVID revealed on how fragile we actually are and how much we do need each other. But the media makes us think that we don't need each other, that we could do it all on our own. But with COVID, and the world is showing us we need each other more than we ever did before. And that's the truth of the matter.
When it comes to settling, what a lot of people don't understand is that settling is looked at in a bad light largely because of social media. We have put into the media that, settling is a bad thing, and we only talk about it from the bad area because, hey, like social media with all things, bad news travels quickly. Good news travels slowly. As a matter of fact, they did studies up on this and they found that bad news travels a lot faster than good news. So the negative is always popular when it comes down to it, which is also the collective socialization of most people. The positive is very hard to get out. So with this settling, it is normally looked at as a bad thing. It's not looked at as just something that is an agreement that people come up on or trying to resolve a certain issue necessarily in a good way, or a neutral thing. It could be good or bad, or it could be right in the middle. It's not sold that way to us in the media because mainly bad news travels quickly. Now, another area about settling that we're not really talking about or hitting the nail on the head with is that we oversold Western ideas, or like the American dream, so to say. When it comes down to these Western ideas, it's like anybody can make it, anybody can get it done, anybody can become a millionaire, when the truth is not all of us can, which is why it is looked at as very easy to hit six figures. I mean, yeah, you with the right education and the right drive, you could do a lot of things and make it happen. But one area that a lot of people are not really talking about is the opportunity. Not everybody's going to be blessed with the opportunity to be able to make six figures. Because if I don't have the tools or the opportunity and time to take over a situation, it doesn't matter about how much education I have, and it doesn't matter about how much work I put in. One of the main reasons why the United States has the most millionaires is not because of education level and not because of hard work, because there's a lot of people in other countries, like African countries, that have very high education levels. A lot of people have degrees, and a lot of people out there are really working a lot more hours than a lot of typical Americans. But one of the reasons why that is possible in America versus other countries is the opportunity to do so. And unfortunately, even in America, not everybody's going to have the same opportunity to take advantage of certain situations to become a millionaire. Is it more prevalent in the United States? Yes, absolutely. But even in other Western countries like the UK, only like 6% of the people make 100,000 and up. You know, that means you're going to have 94% of people not doing it. If it was so easy with just hard work and education, everyone would be doing it. But they're not. And then also another thing that's not being said is not everybody can be a millionaire, can make 100,000+ a year, because who's going to do the roads, and who's going to be teaching the children, who's going to be doing things that keep the world running every day? You need the opportunity, and also not everybody can be doing so. All right, in a perfect world it feels like that, and yeah, but you know, since we have oversold this idea about the American dream, a lot of people think you are just settling, when realistically we got to hit the law of averages. Well, realistically, not everybody's going to be. Most people are going to be average, which is why average is the majority. That's why. So you have to look at that from a dating market platform. Now, am I sitting here saying don't work hard and don't be disciplined? No, I am sitting here saying go out there and do those things. You can improve your situation greatly with hard work and education. But you also need opportunity and resources to do so. However, also at the same time, I'm saying have realistic expectations based up on those average probabilities to come, because you're setting yourself up as well as other people up for failure if you don't have realistic expectations. And the thing is this, it takes two people to build a relationship. Relationships aren't built up on themselves. You know, you have people out there with these unrealistic expectations. They say, hey, I'm going to manifest it like they're God. I'm going to manifest a man. I'm going to manifest a woman like you're God, or something like that. You know, like you're creating them with your thoughts. No, it's not that you can't have a lot of what you want. It's just that you have to be realistic with what you want. You're not going to create this person who you're going to be with out of your thoughts. You're going to meet this person, and this person has to work with you based upon your expectations. You know, and this is a realistic thing when it comes to family. You know, relationships, they don't build themselves. It takes two people to build them. That's a marriage thing. This is what I'm talking about on I Am My Family's Keeper. But beyond that, you guys, putting that out there, trying to get something fair and balanced, I'm out.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.